Yeah, certainly would, and he was the world champion last year, and he's a real crowd favorite. People love to see his impressive strength moves. Vitaly Sherba, of course, having not won the all-around title, I think he will be especially strong in the individual apparatus finals, hoping to win a pocket full of medals there. Yo Hong-chul from Korea will be performing for the first time in history of the World Championships, a new vault that we've never seen before, so that's going to be terribly exciting. And our Americans have two people in the finals that we're excited about. One on the pommel horse, Mark Sohn, and one on the still rings, Paul O'Neill. Both of them are qualified right in top positions, and so we're keeping our fingers crossed for the Americans that they can win the first medal in 15 years at World Championship competition.
Well, I should mention just in the all-around that Brett Hudson of Australia finished 23rd, and within that performance last night, he finished first in the vault, which was a terrific performance by the Australian. And briefly, Joanna Hughes, she had a fall in warm-up on the floor earlier this evening, and she's gone to hospital, has a sprained ankle, and we hope she'll be okay for the weekend. But with the sprained ankle and all the tumbling required on the floor, which she has qualified for, who knows? Let's take a look at our telecast times for Sunday, the women's and men's individual finals. We start at 4 p.m. for 3 hours leading up to our national news at 7 p.m. We hope you can join us then. We've had terrific performances so far this week. Tonight, Shannon Miller winning the gold for the USA. What will happen on Sunday? Hope you can join us then.
Expected him to win if he's going to hit the routine. He had some problems and difficulties at the warm-ups, but only a champion can get all the things together and just put it down in the time when he had to put it.
Well, a champion Vitaly Sherba certainly is. Let's take a look at last night's floor final.
First competitor up for the men's floor final.
It's a double A with a full twist and landed that very well. Finals on floor is about landing every tumbling row.
Oh, that looked a little low, Brennan. He'll be deducted heavily for that.
That'll probably incur a 0.1 or 0.2 deduction, but he did disguise it very well. Now here we go. This shows the strength of the man. A planche, pressing through to the handstand. A great strength combination, not often seen on floor.
We've often seen during the week the men and the women using the sidelines to do their tumbling rows. Normally we just see them going down the full length of the diagonal.
Double out, perfect landing. It's always very hard to start off, and I think Mizutin did a great job there.
Well, he stuck two of the landings on the tumbling passes, and the third one he almost got away with. So that's a pretty good start, and certainly hands out the challenge to the others.
This is the second row now. First layout, second layout, and then a little bit short in the full twist. He had to crouch down to stop himself from falling backwards. Here's the last tumbling row, double out. Look at the height, plenty of time to look for the landing.
Excellent job, Mizutin. A little wink for a worldwide viewing audience. 9.65 for Mizutin, and that eclipses his qualifying score of 9.525.
Now watch this fellow, he is so springy, very slight build. Very good start.
Certainly is. He's probably one of the most improved gymnasts we've seen here at the competition, only placing 91st at the 93 preliminary rounds, and here he is in the finals.
What this gymnast does is he puts in as many combination moves as he can, and then he gets the highest scores. Maybe not quite as high as the other gymnasts, but putting the whip backs and the extra tumbling movements gives him the highest scores.
Well, I think he's certainly used every edge of the floor already. Just working the diagonals now.
was only just 17 last month.
He certainly has his own special style.
Oh, good finish. Melissanidis.
From Greece.
Very good job. He'd have to be happy with that. His coach is happy.
He certainly is, and what a performance.
Quite a few Greeks in the crowd. They've really warmed to that performance. I think they realised he's just a teenager on the rise in World Gymnastics.
Well, this World Championship, being the apparatus World Championships, it gives the gymnasts a good chance just to work solidly on their favourite piece.
Well, this is his dismount. Nice landing.
Well, if you go back far enough, it's the Greeks that are the founders of gymnastics. So it would be fitting if they made a return to take a place alongside the gymnastic power nations.
Well, it has been a long time that we have seen Greece up there in the gymnastics world, so it is good.
The women, too, are also making advances. 9.687. So he's just snuck ahead of Grigori Misyutin to take the lead.
From the Ukraine, Igor Korobchinsky.
Korobchinsky, a man who's been around the international scene for a number of years now.
He loves this event too. A master on the floor. And that is so consistent. So often I see him do that, and he always lands it without a wobble. That was well done. 3 layouts in a row with a full twist in the last.
Korobchinsky was 4th on the floor in Birmingham at the Worlds last year, 2nd on parallel bars.
That was well done. A tiny little jump at the end, but that'll be no more than 0.1. Now Korobchinsky looking very good. Let's see what he can do here. Double layout, tiny little hop. That's a good routine.
This will go close to Melissanidis. He knows what's required at this level and has often performed it. As Li Dashuang moves up to a chalk up, Korobchinsky receives their congratulations of his rivals.
This is the first tumbling row. Look at that. That is great. And this is the tumbling row that would have got him most of his bonus points back. The first layout, second layout, and the full twist in the last. And he has done that very well. A lot of gymnasts doing that tumbling row.
See his arms very wide in the back flip there, pulling up.
Tiny hop, he disguised that well. He'll be happy with that.
Oh, well, the judges saw a few things that perhaps we didn't. 9.612 for Korobchinsky.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 6th.
And Melissanidis looking good for a medal, but Li Dashuang, 3 competitors to go. Dashuang will be followed by Neil Thomas and Vitaly Sherbo.
The Chinese, very well known on the floor. Renowned for their height.
Well, that was certainly high, and he opened out the hip. Beautiful form before the landing.
He had so much time to look for the landing, that's why he didn't have any problems with steps. Now we see that middle tumbling row again, the 3 layouts, last one in the full twist. Not quite as good as Korobchinsky's, but it did have great height. Li Daoshang showing that he's also flexible.